My brother treated me like a waiter at Dad's gala. Mom texted, "Just play along." The crowd laughed until his wealthy fiancé bowed to me. "Good evening, boss." The room went silent. 3 years. That's how long it had been since I walked out of my father's company. He told me I'd come crawling back in 6 months. Instead, I built something he couldn't even comprehend. The invitation came 2 weeks ago. Not even my full name, just the nickname Dad gave me when I was 6 because my real name sounded too soft. I almost threw it away. Then our housekeeper called. She'd been with our family for 30 years. The woman who actually raised me. "Please come," she whispered, "just for an hour." For me, so I went, wearing a $3,000 suit from London that looked like something from Target. That was the point. Table 19. They seated me at table 19, shoved in the corner by the kitchen doors. The tablecloth wasn't even the same color as the VIP tables. I sat next to Dad's old driver and a deaf great aunt, while my family celebrated 40 feet away under crystal chandeliers. But the worst part? The family photo wall. There was this massive picture from our trip to Italy 5 years ago. Mom, Dad, my brother, and where I should have been standing, there was a potted olive tree. They'd photoshopped me out, replaced their son with a plant. I took a picture of it. My hand was shaking. That's when I met her. My brother's fiancée, daughter of a real estate billionaire. "Nice tree," she said, looking at the photo. "Really ties the composition together." I turned. She was studying me with sharp, intelligent eyes. "I'm his fiancée." She extended her hand. "And you're the shrubbery." "The disappointment," I corrected. "I know who you are," she said quietly. "MBA from Wharton, Master's in Structural Engineering from MIT, current occupation, remarkably hard to track." That surprised me. "You did your homework." "I don't merge assets without research." She paused. "Do you know who owns the investment firm that's been buying up debt in this sector?" My heart stopped. She was talking about my company, the firm putting pressure on my father's business. "Why do you ask?" "Because whoever owns that firm effectively owns your father's company. The bridge loan comes due Monday." She looked at me carefully. "And I have a feeling you know more than you're letting on." Before I could answer, my brother's voice boomed across the room. "There you are, babe." He walked over, barely glancing at me. "Don't let him bore you. He's just the help tonight anyway." That's when it happened. My brother grabbed a tray from a passing waiter. He thrust it into my chest. The metal was cold against my wine-stained shirt. "Start with table 4, he announced, loud enough for the board of directors to hear. "Try not to drop anything, okay? We know how clumsy you get." The crowd laughed, that nervous, uncomfortable laughter of people following the alpha. My phone buzzed. Mom's text, "Just play along, don't make a scene." I stood there, holding that tray, wine dripping down my $3,000 suit. This was the moment, the final humiliation. My brother smirked. "Good boy, now get moving." "No." The word cut through the room like a knife. His smile froze. "What?" I said no. I dropped the tray. It hit the marble floor with a sound like a gong. His fiancée stepped forward. The entire ballroom went silent. She straightened her posture, looked me directly in the eye, and bowed her head in professional deference. "Good evening, boss," she said, her voice crystal clear. "The acquisition papers cleared this morning. The board has been notified." "Boss?" My brother stared at her. "What the hell are you?" "I'm addressing the new majority shareholder," she said. "Your brother, chairman of the investment firm." The color drained from Dad's face. He stood up so fast his chair fell over. "That's impossible," he breathed. "You don't have any capital. You drive a Honda. Paid in cash 3 years ago," I said calmly. "Unlike your leased Mercedes that's about to be repossessed." I pulled out my phone, tapped once. "I just sent the loan recall notice. You have 72 hours to pay $8.4 million or I assume control." My brother lunged forward. "You can't do this. This is my company." "No," I said. "It's mine. And I have the forensic audit showing you embezzled $400,000 through fake consulting firms in the Cayman Islands." Dead silence. Dad looked at my brother. "Is this true?" he stammered. "I was going to pay it back. Meetings Monday, 9 a.m. I looked around the room. Anyone who knew about the embezzlement should start packing their desks. I turned to his fiancée. "You're hired. CFO, clean house." "Understood, sir," she said, a genuine smile crossing her face. I walked out. The security guard who'd been kind to me earlier held the door open. "Good night, sir," he said. "Good night. Expect a raise next week." My brother tried to sue. Dad threatened to disown me. Like that meant anything. But the forensic audit was airtight. Last I heard, my brother's selling his Rolex collection to pay restitution. Dad's retired in Florida, alone. And his ex-fiancée? She's the best CFO I've ever worked with. Sometimes the best revenge isn't destroying them. It's being so underestimated that they destroy themselves. And that olive tree in the photo? I had it printed on a canvas. Hangs in my office now. A reminder that even when they erase you, you can grow back stronger.